Are we live? Good evening to those who will listen. It is June 13th, 2018, 8:56 p.m. And I just had this, I don't know how, it just randomly happened. So I thought I would share with you because it's kind of weird, to say the least. I also wanted to get to do a prayer too. And a Bible verse real quick too. And then there was one really quick story that I wanted to share, and then the main story. So we got a couple things before the main story here, but I'm going to try to make it quick. I was thinking about doing this live, but I just wanted to kind of make it quick. I didn't want to make it long. So here's a prayer of trust in God. Father, the greatest blessing in trusting you is the confidence we walk in as we look to you for everything that we have need of. Jeremiah draws the contrast of those who depend on humans for strength and have stopped trusting in you. They don't know about the good things that you can give because they are unwilling to surrender their all to you. But we who have walked across the bridge of salvation chose to place our trust in you. We have found you to be faithful. In place of cringing fear, we walk in confident faith because it is not in ourselves that we trust, but in the living God who is trustworthy in all areas of our lives. Now we ask for grace to trust you even more. Amen. And if you haven't given total control to Jesus, I highly suggest you do that because it really is awesome. Let me switch over to the Bible verse. The Bible verse for tonight is Acts 14:21 through 22. They preached the good news in that city and won a large number of disciples. Then they returned, strengthening the disciples and encouraging them to remain true to the faith. Okay, here's the quick story I wanted to say. Tonight there's going to be tonight is the first of an invisible summer full moon. If I can remember that right. When this thing gets over there, come on. Make sure it's just not getting there, I think. Come on. But there's supposed to be 3 of these full moons that are new moons. There it is, finally. Okay. So we got tonight's new moon is the first of 3 invisible summer supermoons. And here's what that means, which this is some weird site. I don't know where it's at, but I just saw it on my phone. I was like, oh, I'm going to get that. It's kind of strange. They say that these new moon supermoons are very rare. They're rare. You don't see them all the time, and they say you can't see them either. But then, I've never heard of this in my life. And again, I would like to get other people's comments on that. Have you ever heard of this in your life? Because I've never heard of it, but apparently it's been around, and apparently we can't see it, but they're telling us, it's like you haven't heard about it much. They have it down here. Let me get down to here. It says supermoon is a new or full moon which occurs with the moon at or near its closest approach to Earth in a given orbit. But where is it? Where's it? Blah, blah, blah. I don't remember where it's at. It's probably down farther. It says something that you don't hear about it because you can't even see it. But you still think in all of your lifetime you would at least hear it in passing or something about this supermoon, new moons. I've never heard of it before, so I just thought that was really strange. Okay, now let's get to the big story of the night. Da, 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 da. It's kind of weird. It's about the Schumann resonance. Let me go over here. Come on, Schumann. All right, this is from earlier today, by the way. I didn't refresh it yet, and I'm going to refresh it and see if there's anything new that we can see here. All right, now, for some reason, I decided, okay, I'm going to check the Schumann resonances and see what's going on. And there's a little bit of spiking here and there. But what I discovered is really strange. And I think I think you'll think it's very strange too. All right, so the first resonance over here, I wonder if I can, I probably could, but I don't know if it'll share it over there. But anyway, okay, I'll just point this out the best I can. All right, near the top, there's like a green circle. And if you look right below that, there's a yellow spot that looks kind of like a head. And I don't know, I just thought I saw that in there. So it looks like a face to me. But, you know, that was just kind of vague. But when you go over here to the other one, the other ones, now, this is really strange. I'm going to let you look around for just a minute here and see if you notice anything really strange. In the first set, right in the smack middle of the screen right now, that one, not the big one over to the right, the one in the middle. I'm going to move it back over. But do you notice anything in here? Because there's quite a bit in there, actually. So I'll let you look at it for a minute. Now, it could be just a weird coincidence, but I see faces again. If you look at the top, you got the green that's going around, right? There's a head inside of it or a face inside of that. And it could actually be even a body all the way down. But if you look in the middle, right in the middle where the green is going all the way across in the middle, it kind of looks like a face like of an animal or a wolf or something. And if you notice right where the bottom of the face is, there's numbers there. Now, I don't know why there's numbers there. Is it just a coincidence that they formed in that shape, or did somebody actually put numbers there? So there's a couple strange things there about that. So I don't know if you see those numbers, but I can't zoom in any more than that. But if you look at it, to me, it looks like 735 in the middle there. And then also, if you look back at the top of in that head in the top, it looks like 49. I don't know if maybe they just put them there. I don't know, but it was weird looking. So then, if you look around, I mean, you can kind of see faces. But the main thing was in that thing where the faces were in that number. I thought that was really strange, really, really strange. So I did some free shots on it, but I don't need to because I'm doing it on here. And I think you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so then I was thinking, okay, 735, here we go. What's that mean? So I went over to the Strong's Concordance and looked up Hebrew 735. Came up with a road. A road. Look down there a little bit further. Way, path, course of life. Path. Well, I'm thinking a road or a path or a way. Now, go back here again. Now, we've been hearing about these Schumann resonance for a while and how we're at between 7 and 8 hertz in the frequency range. And this is going through, if you look at it, it's going through, right? If you look at it, there's 4 on the very left side. There's got the scale there, 4 and then 8. So halfway between there would be 6. So if you look at that, some of this stuff looks like it's around the 6.66 range. So maybe, here's what I was thinking. Maybe these fallen angels are coming down through these frequencies, and they're using this as a road or a pathway to get to Earth through the frequencies. Just throwing that out there. I know it was weird when I came across all this, and I'm not so sure about it either. Now, let's see what I did. Did I do something different over here? Okay, just another thing to it, I guess. But there was only one. The other ones were different. Okay, so then I even looked up 49, thinking, okay, maybe there's something there too. But I'm not so sure about this one, but just thought I would look at it anyway. Comes up with Abishag, father of Error, a concubine of David, which she is actually, it was a woman, David's beautiful young nurse. So I looked that up too. And I came up with this. Sorry, it's loading. A young woman of Shunem, distinguished for her beauty. She was chosen to be helper and servant to David in his old age. And they also said that she was considered the most beautiful woman in the land. I don't know if that relates to anything either, but the first part, the 735, could be something. But I just thought it was really weird that I just happened to look at the Schumann resonances, and then I don't know, just went on that weird path to find all that weird stuff. All right, now I wanted to refresh this. This has been sitting here for hours. And I'm sorry if I was doing a show. I always do a live show, but then I put it on private. But I forgot to put it on private, so people were probably thinking that I was having a live show coming up. And I'm sorry if anybody was waiting. But here we go. We're going to refresh this and see if anything happens here. If we can see anything else in this thing. And did it change? Didn't look like it. I don't know. It looks the same to me. Yeah, the 735 still there. Refresh it again. Is it refreshing? There. Now it's refreshing. It doesn't look like it's refreshing. Maybe it's just they haven't updated it yet in a while. I don't know. I'd have to look back on what I had before. But anyway, it looks like it's the same because I see the 735 and everything looks the same. Doesn't it? Yes, it looks the same. Well, that was kind of disappointing, wasn't it? But I was expecting a refreshed page, but it didn't happen. All right, let me try one more thing real fast. Let me just go out and go back into the Schumann resonance. Really? I hate it when it does that. Oh, no. No. And I can't get down that Google. Let me hide this thing. Where'd my... No. All right, that makes me mad. Now I actually got to type it in. Have you ever had that happen to you where you click on something and it X's it out, deletes it out, but it gives you like the undo button? Well, for some reason, the refresh button or the undo button wasn't there for some reason. So anyway, let's try this again. Is that even in the right thing? Come on now. It always has to be a glitch, doesn't there? Always. All right. It's going to delete all these windows out now. Come on. All right, I guess I'm just going to forget it because it looks like it's going to be really, and then it looks like it's going to be too difficult just to do a simple refresh, which is not refreshing. It looks like it's the same. Let's see, it's 10 o'clock. That would be a.m. That would be 9 p.m. It's after 9 p.m. So it's a little bit behind. So I guess it's not too far behind, but it didn't look like an update because of that 735 is still there. Anyway, strange stuff. If you have any ideas or comments, whatever, just throw them in the comments. I thought this was really strange, and I just thought I would share it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. God bless. And I got a video coming out about a movie trailer. And wait till you see this. I couldn't believe what I've seen with my eyes. You're going to freak out. Thanks for watching. God bless.